This was a rout. 3 columnists argue Harris-Trump. Read the Prompt 2024 newsletter. Sign up for email delivery. President Joe Biden withdrew after the first presidential debate of 2024, and Kamala Harris became the nominee. Can this Vice President Trump discussion leave an impression? Michelle L. Norris and Ramesh Ponnuru, my colleagues, are speaking. Matt by a tough and ugly debate, no? I think talking about debates in terms of victors and losers is a bit simplistic because both candidates can reach their voters. Which candidate fulfilled their obligations? Please begin. Michelle Norris. Kamala Harris did what was necessary. She commanded the debate from the moment she came on stage and introduced herself to a man almost a foot taller. She appeared stronger, larger, more particular, more composed in the face of lies and direct insults, and more cheerful while the former president spoke about a broken America. She stressed that this election is a chance to start over with fresh leadership. I worked in radio for years, so I'm constantly aware of the split screen, where she had advantages, and those who are listening but not viewing. She ruled tone and specificity, calm, confident, composed. Matt, I know you don't like to talk about winners and losers, but there's an obvious winner, and we should call this night. She dominated everything. Matt, you agree, Ramesh? Ramesh Ponnuru, since practically all Americans have decided on Trump and others are unsure about Harris, I thought it would be advantageous for each to focus on developing an impression of her. Instead, like most of our politics in the last decade, it was about him. I think she prosecuted him better than he defended. I think she wasted an opportunity to explain her political journey and promote herself as a centrist. Matt, yes, this was a bad debate for Trump. He seemed increasingly erratic as it went on. Whether that surprised anyone now is unknown. It appears from texts and TV that many Harris fans agree with you, Michelle. She didn't hurt herself, which is good. Like you, Ramesh, I disagree with the overwhelming response because I think she wasted an opportunity to inspire people and make independent voters like her by telling her own experience. She never mentioned her mother or that she is an immigrant until 40 minutes in. This debate focused on her and the third of voters who wanted to know more about her. They didn't learn enough, in my opinion. Michelle, to convey her biography was not a squandered opportunity. The Democratic Convention was the time. Debates need something unusual, and people know Kamala Devi Harris is an immigrant child. On stage, she claimed she is a middle-class child and will fight for them. In this situation, framing the argument is important. Her words about the opportunity economy and the new generation of leadership and becoming a president for all people was forceful. Matt, polls show differing views on knowledge. At least the individuals she must convince. Her convention address was her biggest stage, yet most voters didn't watch. I was surprised that Harris had her best foreign policy moments and Trump his worst. She gave a terrific response about foreign leaders laughing at the former president, to which he again cited his friendship with Viktor Orban. I was surprised Trump didn't declare he wants Ukraine to win its fight against Russia. As the night wore on, she became more confident and he became more angry. Ramesh, she seemed powerful and he evaded in Ukraine. I thought she did best when asked about Trump's racial identity claims. Instead of discussing the personal affront, she spoke about how Trump enjoys divisiveness, which I felt was effective. Matt, other memorable times for you too? Ramesh, yes. Trump's unwillingness to veto a national abortion ban, which he may revisit. Harris successfully persuaded Trump to discuss issues that could hurt his campaign, such as who has better rallies and the alleged mistreatment of January 6 rioters. Harris was unable to explain whether Americans are better off than 4 years ago at the start of the debate.